Y'all like our outfits?
I know, right? Smooth. See, we got the...
It's giving sand.
Right.
It's definitely giving sand.
Giving peace.
I'm your girl, Tati Dondada.
Chris Clemens, what's good? What's good?
I'm so happy to have him here.
Yes.
Welcome to season 2, episode 1 of the Well Said Network podcast.
Come on, Well Said.
Yeah, running back. It's been a minute.
It has been a little
It's really been a minute.
My conception of time is so like
different,
crazy because it's like it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Why? Because where we at? Where we at right now? We're in Miami. We're gonna get into basically why we're here, but more importantly, like how we're changing. I feel like Black people as a whole are just changing. Like it's a big thing, and I don't think people are taking note for real on what's like the movement, like what's really going on.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited to get into it. I feel like this topic is very passionate, very exciting, like, and just I don't know, like being a part of it.
I'm so connected to it.
You know what I'm saying? I think makes all of the difference too.
I think so too. So this is our second skate trip.
This is our second skate trip.
Yeah. How do you feel about being on a trip again? Because Savannah, we didn't get to do right. I don't feel like.
No, we definitely didn't do Savannah right.
Well, we did.
It really wasn't us that didn't do Savannah right. There was a hurricane, and we decided to still go and see if we could like make something shake. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like we did what we could do. And honestly, we did a lot. Yeah, I agree.
I think we turned the whole trip around.
I agree. Because y'all was ready to go for a little minute.
I was going to go.
We was trying to like convince y'all so much to stay. So I'm glad that y'all stayed because I don't feel like it was going to be the same if it was like half of us.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been the same either. But I do think that I'm happy that you convinced us to stay because I was ready to turn around that night.
I know you, Chris, Court.
And I broke my skates. I was over it. I was like, forget the trip.
Your skates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
I literally broke my skate. So
I'm glad that we're on this second trip. It's just crazy how fast time goes by because I remember when I first started skating, I used to tell myself I can't wait till I feel confident enough to start going to other places to skate. So it's like thinking about it versus like
how did you feel
being in it?
How did you feel about last night?
I love last night. I'm not too big on it being too many skaters in one place, in all honesty. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I can skate with a lot of people, and I do feel like it makes you
better,
like a better skater.
It definitely fine-tunes your skills.
But I don't prefer
But if I have a
it's not my preference.
Yeah, if I had a preference, it would be something like last night, maybe a little more people, a tad bit more people.
Yeah.
But nothing like OD crazy. Like I went to a skate party in North Carolina, RITC.
Oh yeah, we did do. You know, we didn't go together.
I'm crazy. But we didn't go together,
but we both were there. Yeah.
That was too many people for me.
It was
personally.
A lot of people, and that floor was a mess.
The floor was crazy slick.
Skating has really pushed us into like a bond that like is different than any other bond I've ever had with like a group of people ever in life. Like we have a different type of like respect and like.
And I feel like automatic connection too, because I feel like everything that makes up skating is so interesting. Like obviously we're biased, I'm biased, but I feel like you get the music, you get the expression.
Yeah.
There's so many cool people within the realm of skating, like on skates and off skates. Like once you start talking,
it's like double lives, triple lives.
Yeah, everybody like, because I feel like what attracts people to the skating rink is such a cool vibe. So like more often than not, they're also doing just like cool stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
In life.
It's true. I agree. Not to mention, it's become so much more than just skating, because now it's like a phenomenon, and I don't know why it's a phenomenon only, but probably because of social media. But line dancing has become like iconic. Like now, like your girl got a fan.
She does have a fan.
I can't stop popping it. I don't go anywhere without this fan now. I go to the skating rink with my fan.
Yeah, she loves that fan.
Where they at?
Where them fans at?
Where they at?
Where them fans at?
Hit me one time.
Where them fans at?
Okay, stop playing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, boots on the ground and took over the internet.
Right, it has.
It's ridiculous. And these events, the reason why this is so important is because these events are coming out of like, they're coming from us. They're coming from I don't want to say like everything that comes from like a struggle creates like great art form, but it usually does.
But pressures make diamonds, though.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We have cultivated as Black people so many communities and groups, whether it being skating, because the Black skate scene is huge. It goes everywhere. It goes out the country. It goes to different, like there are people from London who are here. Mm-hmm. And then line dancing is taking over the world. It's done in Brazil. It's done here. It's done in so many places. It's just like, it's pulling us together in a way that we're not even aware
of how impactful it is.
Yes.
In all honesty, even just really like being on this trip too, like I'm close with some of the people on this trip and I'm getting close with other people. But the fact that I just feel comfortable and confident to just be around and be around other skaters and be connected to like this realm and this energy of like liberation.
I agree.
You know?
I feel like everybody's just like on social media, you'll see like everyone saying like the world is crumbling and then Black people are here learning a new line dance or something like that. But I just don't feel like people understand as much things as Black people have gone through and continue to go through in this world. Because this is why we're really so connected. Like, we have gone through so many things that the way that we're coming together through community, through line dancing, through skating is changing the development of our community. Like, it's changing us as a whole. And I think people are missing that bigger picture. Like, we're supporting more Black-owned businesses because these vendors are usually Black-owned. Like, we're being kinder to each other. We're helping each other. We're teaching one another. Like, it's coming off way different, like, than what we used to do, which is just be out in the streets and partying and going to the club. Like, the club is cool, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm very happy that Black people are getting out of the club scene and getting outside and joining activities. Like,
why are you happy that Black people are getting out of the club scene?
Maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I cannot stand. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's more personal, actually. Maybe it's more personal because Tati from 21, really from like 19 to 25, was in the club.
Like, actually, like in the club.
Like in the club, like I knew all the promoters, knew all like the club owners, going to different parties, just being in sections, knowing the DJs. I just feel like club culture is such a scam and a ripoff, and it doesn't do anything for us. It only helps the people that own the club.
That's a good point.
And
go ahead.
I was gonna say, not even all of the clubs are Black owned. Like some of them are like other races.
And
they
sometimes
own the club.
It's like half or half.
Half.
Believe it or not, majority of the clubs
it's
not Black
expensive.
Owned. Yeah.
Think about how expensive it is to run a club. It's not like a bar. It's expensive to run. They're taxing you from the time you get in to the time you leave.
The price you're paying for a bottle is literally like...
I'm a girl, so I don't be thinking about that a lot.
Well, let me tell you, because I'm not a girl. Like, I used to live in Houston, and I did like a section for my birthday one year. I don't even like Tito's. Tito's is one of the most lowest quality form of alcohol there is, and I'm sorry, y'all, but that's just the truth.
It's nasty.
Like, why are they charging $300
for a bottle?
For a bottle of Tito's that you could go to any gas station or liquor store and get for like $30-$40, and we feel compelled to get that because that's the cheapest bottle in the club. Like, they are literally taxing 8 times as much, 9 times as much,
because they gotta pay that club mortgage. Okay, they gotta pay for that building, they have to pay for the facility, the food, the liquor, and they gotta pay their staff.
And we're paying that way. They pay their staff. We're paying so they get revenue. So they're hyper taxing everything so they can still make revenue. And we just fall for it.
Yeah, I'm over it. But I'm over it though.
But what I like, though, is I know you said you're glad that Black people are starting to get out of the club scene. But I feel like skating, I don't want to say it's the club scene, but I feel like it's the same thing, but it's better.
It's better.
And this is just my personal opinion. Obviously, everybody to each their own, but it's better because you're still getting the music.
Yeah.
And then in the club, at least here in the States or in the South, people don't really dance as much actually. But we're in skating, like,
You got to.
You have no choice but to dance, to express yourself, to just feel confident. And I've never felt like uncomfortable by somebody else by the way that I express myself at the ring. I just love how people can be so authentic, so them, so raw.
It doesn't take a lot for people to just be who they are when they're on skates, or even when they're line dancing. Because if you think about line dancing, it's the same dances, but it's how you make it different.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just proud because I don't feel like, and you know, in New York it's different. Like they dance in the clubs.
Oh, okay.
But that's because we don't have in New York and New Jersey like outlets like line dancing, or we have skating, but it's like way smaller of a community.
Yeah, I heard that. It's not like a big thing.
So the club is a big thing, and people are dancing in the club, period. That's just what it is.
Maybe it's a South thing.
And we don't do block parties like how we used to anymore. Really? We do, but it's not the same.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same. Well, Brooklyn still has block parties, but it's more gentrified now, so it's not the same. But I do feel like we're coming together in a way that is helping us to be better. Like skating, it's not just like about authenticity. You're also really getting out there and you're getting physical. Like line dancing, you're getting physical. Like we be breaking a sweat.
No, a sweat.
Sweat.
I keep my Apple Watch on me and I start my little skating.
Oh yeah, how many calories?
Oh my God. That's why I never gain weight, because I'm always in a calorie deficit. It's literally, I'm burning like 1,000+ calories every single time I skate, if not like 1,500, because going around and it's a full body workout.
It's literally a full body workout.
Which is good though, because health is wealth at the same time too, which is why I feel like if people really invest in skating, you fall in love, because it's like so many things positive. Yeah, you get your health in, you get the expression in, you get the club, not the club, but the party. You do get the club. You know what I'm saying? You get the music, you get the DJ, you get friends. It's like,
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. Yeah. What would you say is like a con of skating? Can you think of one? A con,
that's gonna be a hard one.
Of like, or a challenge of skating.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you get to a certain place, people get comfortable and they either don't want to expand, or they get bored because they're stuck in like one thing. I feel like skating has so many options. But if you're not opening up your mind to how many different styles you can try, or different moves, or just like line dancing, if you're not open to like going to different places and experiencing new things at different trail rides, then or trying the other things at trail rides other than line dancing, like horseback riding, ATVs, like it's a whole other thing you can do there. But people don't expand always. And so I feel like people get stagnant doing what they know. But I think that's more of a personal.
Yeah, I agree. It's more of a personal thing. That's why in my head I was trying to think like, what is the con of skating?
I can't really.
And it's really like there is none.
Yeah, there is none.
That's not even biased, because it's like people could say like, oh well, to get a nice pair of skates or a good pair of skates is expensive. It's like yes, but also like no, because you can like trick out your skates or your setup as you feel comfortable. Like you can change parts of your skates. Like I know some people who got some skates I would never wear that are like foundational, but like they can still skate, learn the foundation, learn the basics, and then as they want to do more, invest more, they can do more. So I feel like skating is just an all-around plus.
I definitely feel like that about both. I feel like it's the plus. Like it's no bad outcome. I know with the trail rides, like line dancing is one thing, but I know that at the trail rides sometimes people get rowdy and things like that happen. Yeah. That might be the only con, but it's not super common. I don't feel. What role do you think social media has played in like bringing everyone together?
That's a really good question. What role do I think social media
or how big of the role do you think it is?
How big of a role do I think social media has played in like bringing like black people together, or like black skaters together?
I think black skaters, black line dancers,
the culture,
black motorcyclists, like the guys who bike. Like it's a whole, people don't even know this, but I did find this out because I watched Biker Boys.
Oh, okay.
I'd never seen this movie ever in my life, but the black community has a deep root. They have.
I believe it. My uncle was in a motorcycle club.
Jackets. One of our skate friends is in a crew. Shout out Paul. Yeah,
that is pretty tough.
And my sister is in a motorcycle crew. Like she met her wife through a motorcycle crew. So it's like we're coming together in different ways. So how much do you think social media has played a role in that?
I think it's unquantifiable, like that huge and that big, because I think when you're exposed to something and when you see something and you just see people having a good time, an authentic time, a nice time, that it influences
you don't want to do it,
to like try and do it. Literally, one of my friends just posted her like skate tips and tricks, and she's like foundational. She's getting there. She's been skating maybe like half a year. But I just, I majored in digital marketing, so I love seeing people engage on social media. But that post that she posted about skating, as a black skater, as a person, as just like all of the things, versus like some of her other posts, she has so much engagement under her comments, and it was like literally like 50 different people saying, "Oh my God, like this is so amazing! I want to learn. I want to when you learn, teach me when you did." So it was like, I didn't even like tell her because I'm gonna talk to her about it later. But like, the dog says hello, y'all. But I found that to be really like just inspiring, because there was so many unique commenters under her posts.
That's the thing, though. People don't understand that because social media plays a big role and people from everywhere, you don't know who's watching. Like, you wouldn't know what to do if 1,000 people, because even if your engagement is at just 1,000 views, right?
Yeah.
Imagine 1,000 people came in the room and saw what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's really nuts.
Right.
It's a lot of people, and we don't know where these people are from. We don't know where where they live, but we're inspiring people, and they don't even we don't even know that we're inspiring people, because line dancing, skating, even the bike community, they have large amounts of engagement. Like, the engagement is so high. Like, sometimes their shares are like 100, 150 shares. Like, people are inspired.
Which is amazing and phenomenal, and which is also why people just have to be careful with social media too, because I know we can get into like the different indicators of like, oh, only 20 people liked my this, or only 40 people liked my this, and it can dilute what we think, because we just feel like it should be 10 times multiplied on social media, because the potential outreach, versus like if you got 25 people in a row to come up to you and say, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this, you would feel really, really good.
You would feel really good. It does make me, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel really good when somebody says like, oh, I want to try that. Yeah. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so cool. Like, I want to.
Or I love that. You're so like, that's like butter.
Yeah. And that's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
That's like butter is a good compliment as a skater.
That's the one. Yeah. That's like that's like top two.
Yeah. Butter
top two compliments for skating. I'm proud of our people as a whole for as many things that we've gone through as a whole. Because you got to remember, these things have been going on for years. Skating, line dancing, the bike community, all of these things have been going on for even before we were born, even before we were thought of. But because of social media, it has enhanced the amount of people that are choosing to interact and be inspired, involve themselves in these activities.
Also learn, coach, and teach other people as well. YouTube shorts, TikTok. If you go in those videos, it shows like, hey, if you're trying to learn toe manuals, if you're trying to learn spins, if you're trying to do
always
this,
a way to learn.
This is how you can do that. Like, there's a lot of support in the community as well. I feel like that's one of my favorite things. I will be honest. I do think that there's some people, and people take it the wrong way. It's not necessarily that some people do not I want to say this. Okay. It's not that some people do not want to support skaters. Because I think when people get into the rink, or when new skaters get into the rink, they're like, oh, they were standoffish, or they don't want to teach me. I think you have to be careful with that. Yet people are people at the end of the day. So there just might be some people.
People don't owe you anything.
People don't owe you anything. There might be some people who don't want to teach you. Also, some people go there to get their relaxation, their therapeutic piece. Some people don't necessarily want to coach, don't want to teach you. You can't be mad at somebody if they don't want to.
But let me tell you this, though. If you decide to get in the field and you literally decide that you're going to put forth the effort to learn skating or line dancing, people are going to gravitate.
And there also are people there who want to teach you. I know some people who it seems like they go to the rink just
to help people.
Just to help other people, which is dope for them.
You know, I feel like that about Scott.
And that's what I was literally thinking about in my head.
I literally feel like that about Scott. I feel like
he literally goes out of his way to help people.
Because I do feel like I have an obligation a little bit to people to help them.
Right.
Because I feel like once you know stuff,
like
if you know better, you're going to do better. And what do I lose from sharing what I know with with others. I don't lose anything from that.
And I agree with that. I think the only thing that I would say is I think it's important for people to keep in mind and know that everybody has different instruction methods too. Some people, Scott might want to be there and stay with you 45 minutes at a time.
Somebody might give you 10 minutes.
Somebody might give you 10. I personally, I'll stop, give you 10, 15, 20 minutes, give you like the high level points of like, okay, try this. And then I want you to like try it. Yeah. I want you to do it because at the end of the day, I think every skater knows really the most impactful way to learn is to do it.
Just to go for it.
I can't sit here beside you and you just walk me through everything. You have to keep trying. You have to fall.
Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Fine tuning it.
Skating has really like pushed me in all aspects to keep going with everything because the amount of disappointments you get from like doing stuff that doesn't pan out the way you want it to, and the drive you get to like keep going. Yeah. It just, with everything, it makes me be like, oh yeah, I might as well post. Oh yeah, I might as well shoot content. Yeah. Or I might as well network. Yeah. Or I might as well do, like, it pushes me to go so much harder. Like, it makes me want to get out there even more. And honestly, I feel like if you didn't take anything from this episode, I want you to just keep going and keep going for it and keep doing what you feel like is in your heart and what you feel like is in your spirit. Just keep going for it. It doesn't matter if you get rejected. It doesn't matter if somebody says no. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't have the resources or the opportunities. I feel like everyone should just keep going for it because if it's for you, there's no way it's not going to grow and blossom.
I agree. And I guess I'll leave y'all with a similar note too. I'm very big on like being yourself, being authentic, being expressive, and not to get like mellow. But I like to think sometimes like when I'm on my deathbed and I'm 90, 95 years old and I'm thinking like, okay, dang, like that was Chris's life. Like, did I really embody and live out like everything that I wanted to do? You know what I'm saying?
Did I live?
So it's like, go out there, live it, be yourself, be authentic, because that's your responsibility, not your mom, not your dad, not your sister, not your husband, not your wife. At the end of the day, you have to say, did I do
what I wanted to
do for me? For me. Because that's nobody else's responsibility. No matter how much somebody else loves you, that is your responsibility to give that to you.
Yeah, so, you're only living for yourself, literally.
Amen.
And Chris, you didn't even talk about your podcast.
I didn't.
Chris has his own podcast before we close out of here, and I'll let you tell them everything they need to know so they can tune in.
I appreciate that. So yeah, I do have my own podcast. It's Peace of Mind right now. It's really focused on like mental health, well-being. I really love focusing on like the Black man because I feel like we don't necessarily embody our mental health as much, or we're not as expressive, or honestly know how to be as expressive. Just sometimes given like the culture, the community, and knowing it's okay to like love another Black man, to love another person, to express how you love somebody while you're here, and doing that in healthy ways. So it's very much for the Black community, not just Black men, but that's like predominantly the focus and
stuff. But I'm grateful for that because more Black men need that, and they don't think they need that, but they do.
And just how to articulate yourself, communicate yourself. So definitely follow me on all socials. It's everywhere you can find it. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, everything. Peace of Mind. And thanks for the shout.
No, of course. You deserve it. I tune in. I tune into your shit all the time.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that.
We have things to do, and we'll check back in with you on episode 2. Wish us luck while we on our skate trip, because today's gonna be packed. Tomorrow's gonna be packed. We still got day parties to go to. I don't know if we.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the drinking to a minimum.
We'll see what happens, and it's hot outside, so we gotta be careful.
It's so hot, and we're going to the beach. I can't wait to go to the beach.
I know. You're
That's
excited.
What I want. Thanks for tuning in to the Well Said Network and our season 2, episode 1. We appreciate you. All right, we're out of here.
Till
Bye. Travel. What are you messing with? Don't do that.
My bad.
Don't be picking at stuff. You're picking at something.
I am picking at something.
Don't do it. That looks so good. What the fuck is that?
That's my omelet. That's my omelet.
I should have ordered something. Anyway.
I'm so excited. That's what I was saying. I'm so excited.
I should have ordered something.
I'm so excited.